Hey, I'm Aaron Varble, and let's get into Monday Night Raw for February 12th, 2018. The show started off with John Cena in the ring, because why not? John Cena pops a rating. He said, whether you're on my side or not, I love making impossible absolutely possible, which is something he has done his entire career, and he plans on winning the Elimination Chamber match, which is, as he said, an unwinnable match, even though every time someone seems to win. The Miz and the Miztourage entered after John Cena said WrestleMania can bring a legend back from the dead, which is a huge hint at The Undertaker, don't you think? The A-lister and John Cena had a little back and forth, and then a match was proposed between the two of them where the loser would be the first entrant into the Elimination Chamber match. Kurt Angle came out and made that match happen. John Cena and The Miz had a nice little back and forth match, and it had plenty of near falls. Each guy kicked out of each other's finisher. It was actually a really good match for television between these two, and John Cena won with a super attitude adjustment. Then the Club versus the Revival happened, and the Revival won after a Shatter Machine. It's nice to see the Revival on a little roll. They really deserve it as a tag team and have had really awful luck so far. Let's hope that changes for them. Then Kurt Angle came out and had a big announcement. He had a couple big announcements, actually. The first one was Ronda Rousey is going to appear at the Elimination Chamber. So, fun. She's going to be signing with the Raw brand. The next announcement was that Kurt Angle's baby boy, Jason Jordan, was out due to an injury and would miss WrestleMania. This got a lot of cheers from the crowd, and then Kurt Angle chastised the crowd for being heartless. I don't think that it really worked. Then Seth Rollins came down and said that he wanted to be entered into the Fatal 5-Way match because his spot was kind of ruined when Jason Jordan was taken out due to an injury. So he wanted a chance to be in the Elimination Chamber match, and Kurt Angle asked the crowd if they wanted that to happen, and everyone chanted yes, so he booked it. Sasha Banks versus Bayley was next, and these two had a great match in Bayley's hometown, and Bayley actually went over, which is a huge surprise. But after the pretty good match between the two of them, Nia Jax came out and squashed both of them, leaving them battered and broken. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose defeated Alexa Bliss and Mickie James after a short little match. They're really putting Absolution over going into the Elimination Chamber, which is a good thing. Then Elias came out and cut an amazing segment where he went back and forth with the crowd and teased them, and then a big spotlight hit Braun Strowman on the ramp, and he pulled out a big stand-up bass and started playing it, broke the strings off. You could tell that it was a gimmicked bass, because later on, he went to the ring with the bass over his shoulder like he was Elias walking with his guitar, went into the ring and ended up destroying Elias after Elias tried to hit him with a guitar. Then Braun Strowman proceeded to murder Elias with his stand-up bass as Elias tried to crawl up the ramp to safety. That's a babyface, ladies and gentlemen. Sheamus versus Roman Reigns happened next, and surprise, Roman Reigns totally won because that's what the big dog does. Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy versus Seth Rollins versus Apollo Crews versus Finn Balor in a match to determine the sixth entrant into the Elimination Chamber match was a pretty brutal and fast-paced match and ended with them hitting a Tower of Doom on everyone, but Bray Wyatt took a brunt of the damage. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, who were at the bottom of the Tower of Doom that didn't take any damage, they both pinned Bray Wyatt. The ref counted 1, 2, 3, and Raw ended with everyone going, "What just happened?" Seriously, they're just arguing with the referee and then it cuts to black. This isn't fair. There's no resolution. Well, it turns out there was a resolution because Kurt Angle announced after Raw was over that now the Elimination Chamber match is going to have 7 people in it. There you go. Everything's going to change. Yada, yada, yada. Roman Reigns is still probably going to win and go on to WrestleMania and face Brock Lesnar because that's the match that's been booked for well over a year. Well, I'm Aaron Varble. That was Raw. You guys have a good one. Bye.